Hello, Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining me again. I really appreciate it. So, this is going to be for the last 2 weeks of April. Your energies will be, beginning or ending during that time period. If you're vibing with me, thanks so much for watching. Let's jump in, Scorpios. This is for singles and couples, just whatever comes out. As you know, in my readings, the energy always flows together anyway. Okay? We see our Scorpios going through a change. You're juggling some things in your life, some decisions, some financial changes are happening right now for my Scorpios. And of course, we have to take the literal meaning of the card. We see some of our Scorpios thinking about making physical changes, um, potentially starting new fitness routines or some sort of a plastic surgery or something of that nature. Um, and just really thinking about making changes that will lead you to the prosperity you've been working towards for my Scorpios out there, singles and couples. We see you making financial plans and financial arrangements during this time period, things to kind of secure your future, secure your household, and secure the things you want for yourself moving forward. We see a new start, amazing energy to start with for my Scorpios. If I'm not mistaken, your last reading got the sun as well. So we see many of my Scorpios becoming parents for the first time, um, first time mothers and fathers, first time grandparents. Many of you are taking on leadership roles in a child's life. You could be a mentor, you could be a grandparent, taking on custody, an aunt, something of that nature. But we see new starts, new beginnings, bright new adventures ahead, potentially after some rough financial times or having to juggle your finances for a while, making some financial changes that can accommodate this growth, this new beginning, this sun card. This is a major arcana card. I mean, we can't be mad at this energy jumping out of your reading immediately. This is great energy. This is like that fiery, passionate start, a wonderful new beginning in some area that my Scorpios are very passionate about. And again, many of my Scorpios can find themselves potentially in a relationship with a fire sign person, or going into a relationship of some sort with a fire sign person being significant, fire sign child. You could be finding out that you are having a fire sign child. For those of you who are recently and newly pregnant, many of you have a toddler. Oh, wonderful. 10 of Cups, Scorpios. Come on now. Really? 10 of Cups. We see happiness and joy in your life and around you during this time for my Scorpio singles and couples. We see joy, abundance. This is 10 cups full of things that you would find loving and abundant or prosperous, anything you would love, whatever resonates with you, the types of things that raise your vibration and raise the vibration of others around you, receiving love, spreading love. This is you being very emotionally balanced right now, knowing exactly what you want and what you want moving forward and getting it for my singles and my couples out there. We see your household be very happy during this time period. Those of you who are in relationships, just having really good relationships during this period. And I also want to point out to you, this is the same child here that we see running with the sun card. What better affirmation can you have? And also, she's pregnant, so this is a great fertile time. And if many of you aren't trying to have children right now, maybe you're trying to wait a little later, I would use protection. Seeing this child twice is a good symbol of twins or somebody being able to become pregnant or birthing two new significant fertile um, things at one time. You could be going to school, which will lead to future abundance, but you could have a job or be finding a job or starting a small business of some sort that leads to more immediate abundance for you Scorpios out there. but we see this being incredible energy that you are, um, you know, having and experiencing during this period in April. This is beautiful, beautiful energy, and I know a lot of Scorpios I was vibing with, singles and couples, have been going through a lot of ups and downs at the beginning of the year. Insane energy. Insane energy. Two of Cups. We have twos repeating here, so you might be seeing 2 2 a lot, or multiples of two a lot during this time period. We see many of you guys, again, going into relationships. There could be an age difference. There could be a religion or cultural difference of some sort. But, being willing to make that change. We see many of you guys in relationships taking it to the next level. We see many of my singles out there deciding, hey, I think I'm ready. I think I'm fulfilled. I think I know what I want in a relationship. And I think I'm going to date. I'm going to start putting myself out there and looking for love. The universe is saying this is a great time for that, for you singles who have healed. You're in a high vibration energy right now. Many of you Scorpios vibing with me. You're vibing so high right now. It's beautiful to see after the rough time you were having. But it looks like that you're going to have a lot of abundance mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, financially. During this time period, you have some wonderful things happening for you, Scorpios, in life and love. Many of you guys who have been out of work, Scorpios, you're going to be finding yourself an abundant job, and you're really going to really like it there. And they're going to really enjoy you as well. This is beautiful for love. We see many of you in soulmate relationships who are coupled. And those of you who are single and moving into relationships, we see this being a soulmate with you, a soulmate partner. So this is beautiful energy for my Scorpios. You are very balanced in your energy right now. Or you're moving into that type of energy. So that's wonderful. Let's see what else may be underlying, coming up ahead. Beautiful. Falling in love. Reaffirming your love. Reconnecting with your spouse. Finding new love, finding something new to be passionate about, finding a new spouse, finding a new partner, someone to date, someone to hang out with. The universe is blessing you. Wow, Scorpios, are you serious? Look at all your love cards. And of course, many people consider the Sun the happiest card in the deck. Period. Look at all this. 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Prince of Swords. Wow. Soulmates. Many of you who are finding yourself pregnant or will be finding out within 2 months that you're pregnant, you're going to be having a gifted child. Particularly if you find out you're having twins. Gifted children. We see blessed unions happening, blessed new starts, blessed relationships, blessed marriages, things like that during this time period for my Scorpios. We see the universe saying it's a go. You're being blessed for some hard work, some effort, soul work, soul growth, still finding a way to put your best foot forward. When it's hard, still finding a way to put a smile on your face. Wow. 10 of Summer. I'm talking soulmates here. For some of my Scorpios out there, you are moving out of a dark period into the most loving period, a really loving relationship with somebody who is very balanced. Again, this person might be a fire sign, but they're very balanced. They may have a lot of water in their chart. So they'll be able to be romantic with you and, take you out on dates, and show you that affection that you like, Scorpios. Because high vibing Scorpios are affectionate people, they're touchy feely, they know exactly what their love language is. And so they know what they want. And it looks like the universe is saying, hey, after some bad relationships, after being single a long time, after maybe a bad breakup, bad divorce, we're going to bring you something amazing. Many of you who have children, the universe is saying you're doing a great job. You're going to find yourself with a better support system, a family and friends, being more supportive, putting more confidence in you. For those of you who are working, you might find yourself with more responsibility coming up during this time period. Many of you are in line potentially for a promotion or raise, whether you know that or not, and you're kind of being, I don't want to say tested, but they're just kind of trying to make sure you can handle it. So if you see a bit of an increase in your actual workload at work for my Scorpios right now, it's because you're in line for a raise into a promotion, and they want to see if you can handle the workload. So just continue to do your best. And this is going to be very fruitful and abundant for you, Scorpios out there, whether you're single or coupled during this time period. It's kicking off. And I just want to say thank you so much to all the Scorpios out there. You guys are super sweet, and you always thumbs up, and I appreciate that. You give me good energy, and you appreciate my good energy, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. We see the Prince of Autumn here. We see you being meticulous, being very detailed in your actions, deliberate with your words, meaning what you're saying and saying what you're meaning, standing firm, learn from the past. So, if you see negative qualities in some situation that you've experienced in the past, not to go in that direction. Just being very wise, firm, and living in your wisdom, living in your integrity right now. We see you having a very strong character about you, feeling very protective of you and the things that you love and the things that you built during this time and up until this time. And you're going to be moving forward deliberately after research and taking your time to make sure you're making the right steps. You're going to be moving forward very deliberately for a very abundant and loving future. So the universe is supporting you and saying continue to be courageous, continue to work hard and do the right thing because, your hard work and efforts is paying off, Scorpio, big time if you're vibing with me. So thumbs up for all this abundance and love coming in. And again, for those of you who are not looking to get pregnant right now, I would use protection. We're seeing a lot of symbols of children, and particularly 2 children. Might be twins. Hope. The universe is giving you all the reason to believe and all the rewards for having hope and continuing to push forward, even on your darkest times, your darkest days. You didn't know, how you were going to keep the lights on, basically, or how you're going to keep a roof over your head. You're being rewarded for having hope and faith and somehow pushing through. Letting go and let God, as they say, giving it to the universe or your chosen God, regardless of your spirituality. Just having hope that you knew it was going to change, and it is. The universe is definitely rewarding you for all of your hard work, okay, Scorpios? You should be very excited for what's coming up for you. Many of you might find yourself in this energy already and just riding the wave and just enjoying every bit of it. But the universe is definitely telling you to keep pushing forward. This is the rejoice and celebration card here. Your hard works and efforts are going to pay off. Many of you, again, are going to find yourself being a family of 3 soon. Whether that's you being a single parent with 2 children or being in a relationship with a spouse and having a child. Also, we see this being a great time for you to spend time with your family and friends. It looks like you're going to be enjoying yourself and having a lot of fun with this new abundance and new love and these new ideas and new starts that are coming in for you, Scorpios, after your hard work and continuing to push forward. The universe is just throwing cups at you. Two of cups, 10 of cups, 3 of cups. These are going to be good, happy times coming this spring. You're going to be enjoying some abundance and some fruits of your labor. Many of you are going to be getting out and taking short trips as well. Visiting family and friends, people you haven't been able to see until recently. Yeah, it's been some heartache and loss. Again, we see happy times coming after some heartache and loss. This is also a 3. Many of you have lost somebody close to you um, around this time, and you're reminiscing on the anniversary of their passing. My condolences to you um, for your loss. But many of you are remembering somebody, a female figure who was important to you from the past, is how I'm reading this energy. Um, and you're feeling the loss. You miss them. You know, can always pray to the universe, pray to that, talk to that person, pray to that person. They're always there for you in spirit, but the universe is saying continue to be positive after what you've been through, because your perseverance is being rewarded with new love, abundance, and prosperity. So continue to push forward. Of course, honor your loved ones, honor your ancestors, honor the legacies that were laid before you, and just try to grieve as positively as possible in a high vibration thoughts. Yeah, we see a lot of you guys thinking about somebody from the past, from my Scorpios who are single or coupled. We just see you reminiscing about a woman from the past, a female energy who was very, very important to you during this time. And I'm so sorry for those of you who might have had a recent loss for my Scorpios out there, but this feels more like past energy. And you're reminiscing on maybe an elder family member, a great grandmother, a grandmother, an aunt, a best friend, something like that, cousin, a female figure who was important to you during this time. Could be their birthday, an important date surrounding this woman's energy. But she loves you and wants you to know you. She's always with you. Oh, I'm sorry, I typically wouldn't say that in a general reading, but I had to say that. There are people out there who really needed to hear that. Now some butterflies for some of you. Blue butterflies, butterflies with blue on them. Yeah, that was probably pretty specific for somebody out there, but you'll see butterflies with blue on them. And you know that message was for you. If it isn't already resonating, don't try to force it to fit, you know. The woman could have been very creatively talented as well. Okay. So we see a wealthy man in this energy. This could be you, your spouse, or someone entering the picture. For my Scorpios out there who are single, I'm mostly operating with female energies. So I hope you don't mind if I speak in that sense. Regardless of what you like, this could be a male masculine figure coming in during this time to help you with some things. Now, this could be your father, a spouse, a brother, co-worker, boss, professor. This could be any number of people. It just depends on who you are. But for many of you who are trying to get a business off of the ground, this is going to be somebody who's going to be an investor, a banker that's going to help you get a loan, things of that nature. Somebody who's going to be able to help you with the process. Some of you are going to be dating this man. Some of you, your husbands. The man in your life is going to get a promotion or a raise, come into some finances, and he'll be generous with you. Yeah. So that's looking wonderful. Poverty, yeah. Some of you guys are coming out of poverty during this time. You've had a really hard period. Many of you had an impoverished childhood, um, or this is the past 4 months to 4 years has been very poverty stricken for you, and you've somehow made it through, made it out. Um, and this we see this cycle coming to an end for you. And there's some of you are gonna come into some wealth. Um, and this is really not going to be an issue anymore. Um, this is past energy. This is some of you reminiscing on when you were a child and what you didn't have and what you've made out of yourself now. Um, so we see that energy feeling like you've lacked love and abundance, just like being able to be given a fair chance. But we see that all balancing out and that changing. And for some of you who are already in this energy and you're seeing these good things happen for you, you're reminiscing on these times when you didn't have much and you're being very grateful. We see a lot of Scorpios who are coming into abundance, truly paying it forward and doing charity and helping out impoverished children during this time, whether that's just donating of your time, used items, or uh, spending time with some charity in some kind of a way, donating to a charity that assists teens and children. We just see that being important to you, Scorpios, right now. You wanting to be a good parent to your children or new children, for those of you who are pregnant or will be becoming pregnant, and wanting to make sure that you are always comfortable and your children and their lives are always comfortable and you don't live in poverty. So we're going to move on to the romance angels, which I pretty much just use for personal readings these days, but I'm going to go ahead and throw them in now just to see what else we're vibing with here. Although you already got the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and something else. Three of Cups. Wonderful energy. Engagement. Wow. A lot of you have done a lot of growing. And the universe said it's time for you to open yourself up to love. Many of you are a little relationship shy because of things that you've experienced in the past. You're still a little bit apprehensive about moving forward, but the universe is supporting you and supporting this union. And you have a lot of soulmate energy here. You literally have the Two of Cups and you have the Ten of Cups for my Scorpios out there. So this is a great time for love to take the next steps in business, life, love, whatever area this applies to. But yeah, it's time to solidify some things and open yourself up to receive love and take your love to the next step and be confident in who you are and the energy you put out there, Scorpios, and the fact that you're a great person and great people deserve great things and great people deserve great love. And you do. And the universe said it's time. It's time for the next steps. Children. Again, I keep getting children in this reading. Many of you have just had your first child. Many of you are now parents to two or will eventually be parents to two. Many of you are reminiscing on your childhood, again, thinking about poverty and how you don't want your children to grow up in poverty, grow up doing without certain things. You had to fight really hard your whole life to get yourself to the point where you are now. And you want an easier road for your children in the future, whether you have them now or not, and you're making those plans. And the universe is going to support you in these things. A lot of you guys are just feeling youthful energy right now. You're feeling a burst of energy and excitement to help bring in. You're feeling this fresh sun, youthful energy that's ushering in this abundance for you. We have so many children represented in your cards. It's very youthful energy. Very lively, vibrant energy. You even have two loyal dogs here depicted. So again, congratulations to those of you who are, having children, having your first children. We even see her holding just a little tiny puppy there. Look at that little fella, how cute. And adopting pets. So congratulations and thank you for doing goodwill. Thank you for your charity, Scorpios. Thank you for your thumbs up. For me, I appreciate it. Scorpios always give me a few thumbs up, and I really do appreciate you enjoying my energy and bringing good vibes to my channel. So we're going to wrap up for our Scorpios with the Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Feel the joy and release and the wonder of how easy life can be when we let go of fear and control. So, universe has a bunch of cup cards out here for you, Scorpio, saying just let it happen. These cycles are ending. You have great, prosperous cycles beginning for you. For my Scorpios out there, many of you are going to be parents, going to be finding that out soon. Many of you just have super fertile time starting right now in different aspects of your life. New beginnings. You've made significant changes. You've looked inside. You've done some spiritual growth. It looks like successful beginning of a new cycle after completion of a spiritual cycle, some spiritual ascension, some growth is taking place, and you're going to be rewarded from the universe. And they're saying don't dwell too much on the past and the things that you've been through, that lack mentality, that poverty that you've experienced, that pain. Continue to let it go because they're bringing in this abundance, and it looks like many of you are going to even have some assistance along the way. Um, we see a lot of water sign energy, so someone else of your suit could be coming in to help you during this time. Potentially, also, well, fire sign was the next dominant energy, I guess I could say. So, yeah, that you could have that energy coming in during this time. So, give me a thumbs up, Scorpio. This is a fantastic reading. You've probably had the most absolutely abundant reading I've had in ages. Just a lot of prosperity and joy and fun around family and friends and children and things during this time. A lot of prosperous beginnings, support from important wealthy people within the community, and a soulmate. Soulmate. Amazing. Thanks so much, Scorpios. I'm Bri.